Well, hey, Steve Young here. We're just getting back from Sturgis, and we're doing a little bike cleaning. At the same time, we're going to reinstall the RidePower inductive mount, which I've already done. And if you come around over here, you can see we have done the Perch mount on the left grip. So that's what we're doing. And the way I'm doing it, if you even look even further, I took off my center control panel. It's nothing more than a bolt, and then took off the leather work, and we're going to run the cable down to the battery. We haven't hooked up to the battery yet, so it's going to take us a few minutes. But seeing how I had all this apart, what I was doing, I was just doing a little bit of cleaning, because I really want everything to be clean and looking right. And what we're using here is the carbon infused super coating. So this is from Cycle Care. So anyhow, that's what we're doing. But now we're getting ready to start putting everything back together. So let's go ahead and finish up. So let's tighten back down our leather work. Okay, I just want everything to be snug. So up here on the handlebar, what's most important to me is to ensure that we have enough room so that when we go and start strapping everything down in, that our handlebars can move freely from the left to the right. That's what's really, really important. And we're doing this here instead of running it up underneath the tank, which we could do also. We just got to make sure everything up here is sitting right and put everything back the way it is. And we've been cleaning on this here for a little bit. I decided I'd have everybody take a look to see how we're mounting this. This here's a 1/2 inch. And we could mount it like this, or we can go underneath the tank. This way here, not as much cable needed or required. However, what we're doing is we're getting everything away from the engine as much as possible. Is that important with this? Yeah, it's important, but at the same time, it's as long as we get it strapped up, we don't have to worry about it as much. So we're going to crank the wheel all the way to the right, and as you can see, we've got plenty of cable. So what we're going to do is zip tie it right there. That's all the way to the right. And what we're basically going to do is come up and come around here. I think I would want just a little bit more out. So what we're going to do is loosen this up so that we can do that. And why is it important? Because we need these handlebars to move as freely as possible. so that it doesn't interfere with the operation of the motorcycle. Number one. Number two, we don't want to put any undue stress back here. And the reason we want, because if we decide that we're going to go and turn our handlebar to the side, our mount to the side, we can do that, or we can adjust it however we want to adjust it. And normally I run right here, just about like that. But if I want to go into landscape mode, which is sideways, we can do that. So let's go ahead and see if we can get just a little bit more cable out here, which we can, and it's no big deal. That's all we need, just a little bit more. Now we're going to tighten everything back up. All right, everything is down here snug, tight. So let's go ahead and get this here put up here. And really, from the outside, you won't even see this cable on here. Now here's a little trick I learned while we were out at Sturgis from a gentleman. His brother is a elevator mechanic. And he said instead of cutting it, you twist this. He said the reason you twist it is it gives it a much smoother feel. A little bit more difficult, but it worked. All we got to do is get a good bite on it. If I can get a good bite on it. Let's just do it like this. And it's a lot smoother right there, instead of you getting that rough cut. So, and the rest of this, what we're going to do here later when we go to make it all look pretty, we're going to just run it right up here, so your cable that is relatively inconspicuous. But what we're going to do now is we're going to come back here to the battery compartment, and this here is our battery tender. Right here, I've actually got it plugged in. We'll unplug it here. Really don't need it plugged in. But negative, positive. So let's go ahead and do the old negative. Try not to drop anything down in here. There. Everything's back in place. And now you're saying, but Steve, we've got all these extra wire, all this extra wire. Well, what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of snug everything up here. Figure out where it's going to lay best, which would probably be right here, like this, so it doesn't interfere with anything. Maybe even right there, like so. And that way it's all going to be hidden and you're not going to see anything. So let's go ahead and get out another one of these zip ties. Now let's see if we can twist this one here off without yeah, see, that's really smooth right there. No sharp edges, nothing like that. And so now we can just simply put all this right back down in here. And we'll be all good to go. So, and we're going to leave our pigtail out so that it can hang, because I actually took off the original RidePower cell phone charger that I've been using, which this here plugs in to charge your phone, and I had it running up here. That was with the old mount. The mount without any type of charging. So I'm going to keep this and throw it in my saddlebag, and this is going to be my backup. Or if I have somebody else that needs a phone charged, I can charge an iPhone on this, Motorola, LG, the Samsung, USB-C, Lightning, or the micro USB. For you people out there using Cena headsets, you can charge your Cena headset with this also. So we're just going to leave that in the saddlebag, and I'll secure that later. But right now, let's just finish this here up. So we got everything back into place. Let's go back up here to the handlebars. And like I said, what we're going to do is just run this cable up so that it's kind of disappearing behind everything. And we're going to put this last one right here on the corner because we want to keep it all secure. I don't want a bunch of stuff flopping around. That's my goal. I was actually amazed at how smooth that was compared to cutting it. And now, if you're looking at it from the front, and please forgive me, none of it's here really clean and shiny like it's supposed to be. But if you look at it, everything here is good to go. So now all we have to do is put our seat back on, which isn't really a problem. We all know how to get the center console off and get the leather work off. It's all a piece of cake. This here took me, besides my cleaning, it took me maybe 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes. And it depends upon how complicated you want to get with it. And you can get as complicated as you want. Again, the RidePower inductive cell phone charger, it comes in Perch mount, and it comes in a handlebar mount, which is this right here. So, and it was just turned over, so we were looking at it earlier. But you can mount it any way that you want. So we even have a mirror mount. So if you wanted to mount it another way, you could. And again, you have the Perch mount. So there you go. We appreciate your time and looking in at this video. And please feel free to stop by. You can visit us on our website at www.ridepower.net, or you can purchase it through JMP Cycles. They're $119. Our warranty is basically a manufacturer's warranty. Unlike some other companies out there that are selling inductive chargers, they're saying that you have to have them professionally installed. I'm not a professional mechanic, folks. I'm a retired Marine. I did it myself. You can do this yourself too. Just remember, red on positive, black on negative, you're good to go. Thank you for your time. Again, visit our website at ridepower.net. Thank you. Ride safe.